What's up, guys? It's Battleface TV. We're back with another video with Nats right around the corner and NAWCQ being in Indianapolis. Everybody's doing it, so I figured I'd hop on the trend. Let's do a ban list prediction. One thing I am going to say is my prediction is they will predict it at Nats, and it'll probably be effective that very Monday at midnight. Also, sorry if my voice is a little hoarse. I've been dealing with a bit of a stomach bug, and my throat's been like closing up. I don't know what's up with that. I am getting better. But enough about me and my personal problems. You came here for Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's get right into it. All right, guys, with that, let's get into this ban list prediction. First off, I'm going to start off with the bans. I have 6 cards. I know the picture shows 5. I'll talk about the 6th one when we get into the semis. But getting right into it, I have Moon of the Closed Heaven, King of the Feral Imps, Protos, Escados, and number 67, Paradise Smasher. So going in terms of like relevance, obviously we start with the Fiendsmith cards. Just being able to like shove this package into your deck, even if your deck isn't like a Fiendsmith deck, because any 2 bodies turns into Moon, turns into a full Fiendsmith combo after getting hand trapped 3 times. And I think this card should not be allowed in the game because it's just super unhealthy for a deck that can like get comboed 3 times just to go make Moon, make Requiem, and end on like and not still end on 3 interruptions with just a basic Fiendsmith engine. I think that's like super broken. King of the Feral Imps is the second hit. It's just a hit to Mitsurugi, hit to Mitsurugi Rise Jewel specifically because any two level 4s make King of the Feral Imps to search Habakiri, which gets you into your full Mitsu engine, which I think is incorrect. This card isn't like necessarily bad for the game, but I think it's just like one of those you don't want to see it get hit, but it has to get hit type deals. Obviously, we have the Arch Nemesis brothers in Protos and Escatos. Protos should be banned because this card's a freaking floodgate. It says, literally says you can't play the game if you have a light, dark, fire, wind. It literally just shuts off attributes, and Escatos shuts off types. So you better pray to God you ain't playing against somebody who's going to Protos lock you, because it's just become the backup. And I expect a lot of people at NAWCQ to be doing this. So if you are not playing Imprint in your deck, I highly, highly, highly recommend you play Imprint in your deck. One other way that they could ban cards is, before we get into the limited section, talk about 2 very specific cards here. One of them being Harpy's Featherstorm. This card just literally says skip your turn. Raziel can just make Castel, set it and pass. This card's toxic. It should not be in the game. We've been calling for this card's ban ever since Flu format. And another card that I think will preemptively get hit is number 67, Paradise Smasher. This card is literally another floodgate that says if you roll lower than your opponent, you cannot activate monster effects. So just being able to like say skip your opponent's turn and then you just lose on the spot is unfair, untoxic. But a lot of people are going to ask, oh, why are you hitting Paradise Smasher on this ban list? Well, Justice Hunters comes out and the release of the K9 cards, which make rank 5s very, very easily. I think this is like a prime candidate to get hit. But enough about the bans. Let's get into these limits. I have X Raziel, Prayers, Mitsurugi Prayers, Dormouse, Smiles and Underground, and then coming back from 0 to 1, I have Summon Sork and Prank Kids Meow Meow Moo. Starting off with the cards coming off the ban list, Summon Sork got an errata. This card can come back. And then Prank Kids Meow Meow Moo, this card can come back. This card is literally fine for the game. Prank Kid sucks, so I think that they do deserve this card back. Another card I did want to bring back from 0 to 1 is Heavy Metal Foes Electromite. But again, any 2 bodies can just make Electromite and go full Pendulum combo. But they do have to play Pendulum cards in their deck, and I don't know how I feel about that. So, anyways, back to the limits. What's going from 2 to 1 or 3 to 1? X Raziel, this card is literally so freaking broken. It does everything. It breaks your opponent's board, starts your combo, pays your taxes, does your laundry, marries your girl, buys your house. It literally does everything, bro. This card gotta get hit. Another card I think should get hit is Mitsurugi Prayers. This is like the best card in the format right now. Yes, X may do all this stuff, may pay your taxes and stuff, but Prayers literally says, oh, you're gonna try and negate my stuff? Cool, I'm gonna dodge it with Prayers. This card should have never been printed, bro. This card's so good. And I think that just having the hit to the Mitsurugi part of the engine without like killing it completely is fine. And that's enough about like the Mitsurugi Raziel deck. I'm gonna move on to Malice, and I think with Malice, it's like really, really hard to hit any of the cards because you could ban White Binder, and I think the deck would like completely die because it would get very, very complicated, and like it would be very hard to like be able to have the ability to set traps because you'd be only setting one trap, and then White Rabbit would become the biggest imperm target known to man, and then you literally have to hard open a Malice trap. And I think that's like, while that is like an interesting way to play the game, I think it's not the right way, and I don't think Konami will hit the extra deck monsters because they already are just 1-ups. Obviously, Dormouse is the best 1-card combo in the deck. People say it's White Binder. I disagree. I think it's Dormouse because Dormouse doesn't lose. White Rabbit loses to literally Imperm, and while Dormouse can literally play, Dormouse, it's the same with Dormouse, but I think Dormouse is just the better starter. And then Mouse and Underground, obviously this card is broken, plays around Perulia. It does play the Impulse, but I think it's still better. And yeah, so I think that's enough for the semi-limits. Let's get into the unlimits. For cards coming back to Unlimited, I have Masterpiece, the True Draco Slaying King, Morphing Jar, Unchained Soul of Sharvara, Pearly Pretty Memory, and Delicious Memory, and Nichiria Sacred Tree. All these cards haven't really done anything. The only one that I could see people get like a little bit antsy about is Unchained Soul of Sharvara, because that means Unchained would be back at full power, not even 3 years later. It would have been exactly 1 year, I believe. I'm not sure, but the only one I'm worried about is Sharvara. Again, they brought it back to 2, and Unchained is having some success. Not a lot of it, but some success. Also, Masterpiece, all of these other cards haven't been doing anything in the format. I don't think Pearly is going to be that great of a deck going into Justice Hunters format, or even the NAWCQ, or afterwards, so I'm not sure. Well, that's it for this video, guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and again, if I see you at Nats, make sure to bring your Super Chundras. I will be signing them. Peace.